What quote, phrase do you live your life by? Well, I don't really live my life by anything in particular, but there are some that really do interest me, and I've just got them up on my laptop here. I do kind of know it, but I just wanted to get it word for word. It's, don't be afraid of death, be afraid of an unlived life. You don't have to live forever, you just have to live. And I think that that's such a good one, like saying it's all quality, not quantity, which is definitely what I'm about. Say friends, for example, I'd rather have a few very, very good friends than, you know, a bunch of a little bit friends. But yeah, it's just saying about make the most of the time that you have, and don't worry if you don't live forever. You've just got to make sure that the time that you are living, you're really living life to the full. And I don't think that so far up till now I have lived my life to the full, but I never really had that many friends in school, and so, you know, I didn't really make the most of my teenage years. I know I'm still a teenager now, I'm 16, but I didn't go to like all the parties like everybody else did, and on big trips and adventures. Really had quite a boring teenage years, but I think now I'm finally so glad to be leaving school and really getting out into the real world, if you would say that. Just I can't wait to travel and live in different places and just do different things. But yeah, so that is really quite an inspiring quote, and even just the simplest quotes like don't worry, be happy, and follow your heart. I really believe in that one too. I think sometimes, yeah, the most logical thing does seem to just do what your head says. So you think, that's not going to work out, what if this, but it really just, I think you need to just go for your dreams. Don't worry if everyone says they're not going to work out, obviously unless they're totally unrealistic, but who says even a certain dream is unrealistic? I think that anything can be attainable, maybe not straight away but in the future, and I think that if you really want something so much and you work so hard for it, that you really will get there in the end. And I think a lot of people said I was very silly to leave school, considering I am kind of quite clever, but they said it was silly to give it up to go and be like a beauty therapist. They just put it down like that. But they don't see that I'm not just going to work in someone's salon forever. I'm going to, you know, travel with it. I could work in different countries. I could have my own business. I can do mobile ones. I could go into teaching with it. There's so many things I could do. And at the end of the day, it's not going to be the highest paid job. But I don't want a job, say, that I don't enjoy, like an office job, one that I don't look forward to going to work every day. And yeah, maybe I'm going to have loads of money. But if you're working all the time, where are you ever going to get time to spend that money? And I know this is kind of a bit of a going off on, is it a tangent? I'm not sure, but I just think that even that quote where I just said, don't be afraid of death, be afraid of another life, you don't have to live forever, you just have to live. That just means that, like, just make the most of the time you've got here, just do the things that are going to make you happy. And I think going studying beauty is going to make me so happy. I don't want to be staying at sixth form studying things I don't even really like, and things that I don't want a future in. And so honestly, I really just believe follow your heart, go for your dreams, do whatever your heart desires. God, this is starting to sound like a Disney movie, like a song in Cinderella, but is, yeah, even what Cinderella says, when you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. I really think that it will. I mean, I just think that everyone these days seems to be so caught up, and not everybody, this is not an assumption, this is just in general, everyone seems to be so caught up thinking that, you know, university and education is the only way forward, and that you have to always have a backup plan. But then what happened to all the creative side of things? Yeah, maybe it would be great to have something to fall back on, but I don't want to fall back. If you have something to fall back on, you kind of feel like you have to use it, whereas if you just go for it and jump, and it might be spontaneous and risky, but that is kind of what life is a little bit about. And so even the slightest thing of just going to do beauty, that's not even that, even just going on a trip around the world, going on a trip to here, moving to a different country, even just buying something that you wouldn't usually, like a dress that you think, I'm not really sure, I don't know, whatever. I think if you want to do it, just do it. I think time is really so short. This year, 3 months have passed just like that, and your whole life will, if you don't just make the most of it. So yeah, make the most of life. And I think everything happens for a reason. That's also another quote that I believe in. I think everything happens for a reason. Either I think you learn from everything. Everything teaches you. Even the worst things, you can always draw something good or positive out of it. So even the hardest times probably of my life, I've still learned things from it, and I would not change them, because I guess nothing that bad has ever really happened to me, as in awful, but bad things still. And I'm glad, really, I'm glad, because they make you into the person that you are, and so without those things happening I wouldn't be as like thankful, appreciative, things like that. So yeah, this is a very, very, very long answer, so sorry if I bored you.